Okay. So yeah. Okay. Website where we will get yeah, fine. So this is enough, I think. Yeah. So any web page, let me record it. Okay, started. So any web page is designed by HTML code. So if you see this, uh, so this entire page is designed by HTML code. And you can see everything that appears here in this visible portion is a web page, and the web page contains web elements. So web elements, so each part in the web page that is visible to you is a web element. See, this is the one web element. 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 This is the web element. So all, sorry. So these are all web elements. So some of the edit box, some of them are buttons, link, button, logo, and links. These are all links, right? These are all called web elements. So what are all the web elements in the web pages? So we have edit box or text box. So this is the edit box or text box. So where you can type or you can enter the data. That's the edit box or text box, we call that, or input box. But every input box or text box is going to have a name. So now this has a name, email or phone number. Same, this one you can see password edit box, password input box. That's the first one. The action you're going to perform on this edit boxes is type action. So you have to write first name, then category. Name, category. Whether you can use underscore or directly you can combine also. Second one, button. Button is login button, create new account button. So button you can perform click action. So click action you can perform. That's a second element. Next, checkbox. See, so you can have one more. So you can see there is a checkbox. This is the checkbox. You can check or uncheck. So that's the checkbox. So you can do a click action. See, we're doing a click action here. If you click, it will check. If you click one more time, it will uncheck. That's the checkbox. Next we have a radio button. So radio button you have a round circle. So you can select either male or female radio buttons. So basically you can toggle between two radio buttons. So by clicking, click action only will perform on the radio button also. So list box or combo box, but that you can see this is the drop down. So these are all drop downs. So drop down. So the name of this drop down is month, and this is the day, and this is the year. And here you can see drop down radio buttons, female, male, custom. So again, custom has a list of options. This is the combo box or list box, we call that. So this is the edit box and sign up button, and already have an account. This is the link. So this blue color, when you mouse over on a particular thing, if the cursor change to hand icon, that's a link. See this one also, terms, privacy policy, cookie policy, and this also link. Already have an account, which takes you to the login page. And these are the edit boxes: last name, first name, mobile number, new password. So that's the thing. This is the heading, create a new account, and this is the logo. So image, this is the image. So if you want to see this, I'll show you, but still you can see different elements here. So these are the text, and here also you have a text, and these are all paragraphs. These are all paragraphs. And these are all labels. See, this is the birthday label, and first name label, last name label, but they're using a placeholder attribute and to place the name inside that edit box. So I'll show you all those attributes and what tag is coming for each element. You have to know familiar with these concepts because you are dealing with all these elements. So that's why you should understand the HTML. If you don't know how this element is designed in HTML, it's difficult to deal with this element because Selenium has to recognize this element, right? If it has to recognize that element, you need to use some identification for Selenium. That identification is in HTML. That's why we need to understand HTML. Okay. And so you have a drop downs. I have shown you drop downs. These are all drop downs. So each one is a drop down option. So this entire thing is called drop down, but this Jan, Feb, these are called drop down options. So each option is different. Same way, you have a days. These are options. Years, these are options. So that is how you can recognize the drop downs. Drop down is another element. Links I already shown you. So these are all links. Learn more link, terms, privacy policy link, cookie policy link, already have an account link. So these are all links. Again, in the bottom, you can see all these footer links. These are all footer links. So links also and images. So you can see images. This is an image. This is also called capture, but this is an image. And here also you can see image. This is an image. How do you know, sir, this is an image? If you are having a doubt, just right click on that, inspect. So you will HTML code will display on the bottom side. See, img tag. Img tag represent it's a image. So img tag is a self tag. There is no close tag. Can you see here any close tag here? And that's the self tag. So there are HTML tags, two types. The tags which have a pair, the tags which has only one, no pair, no closing tag. So that's a self tag, we call that. So like image is a self tag, input is a self tag. So input tag also you can see. See, this is the one. So here it started. So here it is, but there is no end tag. The pair of tags are not here. This is the self tag we call that. Any edit box, button, checkbox, radio button, all these four are going to have input tag only. What are all four? Edit box, button, checkbox, radio button. What is the tag name in HTML? You can find input tag. So input tag after, so first tag name will be there. The less than symbol after whatever is there, that is called tag name. See, less than symbol after div tag. So then less than symbol after I tag. I for information purpose. So that's the indication how to recognize the tags. Tag name after you have a key value pair, that is called attribute. Attribute equal to attribute value. So here attribute is a type and that value is a text. So you have many attributes for one tag, one element. So one tag means one element. See here class value. So then data type. So data type text, name first name, value nothing, ARIA required true, placeholder nothing, ARIA label first name, ID value, ARIA described by, ARIA invalid true. So these are all attributes. Attributes are properties of this element. So edit boxes are going to have input tag, and the attributes are you have class, ID, name, ARIA label, placeholder, value, type. So what type of data you want to enter in this? That's a text type. So these are the attributes. Every element is going to have attributes. So attribute equal to attribute value within double quotes. And next, button. So let's see what is the C button tag. Sometimes buttons are going to have input tag. So now this button tag is there. Then attribute is type submit. You're going to submit. That's why it is a submit type. Before we have seen type text. Here type is a submit. Then class value. Name value. ID value. So that's the button type. So then if you see A tag. So A tag, after you have a href mandatory, only for links you have a href attribute, not for any other elements. So href value. See, href value is very big. Then ARIA label, already have an account. Class value is there. See, this open tag where it closes, after that you have a link name here. Between the close tag and open tag, in between the link name will be described here. So this name will be shown in the UI. Whatever the close tag before, whatever the text it is showing here, that name will appear on the UI. That's a link name. How to find the link name? A tag, close A tag and open A tag, in between the link name will be there. So every link is going to have which attribute? href attribute. So what is the link tag name? A tag. A tag also called anchor tag. So links are going to represented by anchor tag. Links are going to have href attribute. So then images. Images are going to have img tag and class, and then source attribute will be there for images. And then alternative text, Facebook. So the alt attribute will be there for img tag. Source after you have a alternative attribute also. So that's all the elements, but let me show you for drop downs what tag will be there. So you got all the right for a radio buttons also. Let me show you. See, input tag, type radio. So the type is changing based on the element. Even though you have an input tag, but type is telling, okay, what type it is. It's a radio for a checkbox. So let's see checkbox. This is the checkbox, right? Any website, it doesn't matter. See, input, type, checkbox. Name attribute, name value. On click, value, class value. So this is also having input tag only, but attributes are different. Attribute names are you have ID, name, class, type, value, class, and a placeholder, and you have href, src, alt, tab index. These are all attribute names, fixed attribute names, but some of them still more are there. You can create a custom attribute names also. So like, cell padding, border. So these are the table they're defining. Cell spacing, cell padding, border, all these are attributes for a table. Table tag, t-body, table body, tr, table rows, td, table definition. So like this, these represent the table. And that's the input tag and tables and checkboxes, radio buttons. So those are things. And also, let me show you drop down. These are the drop downs. Select tag. Drop down is going to have a select tag. See again, drop down. If you have a select tag, what is the indication? It's a drop down. Drop down has an attributes: ARIA label, name, name value, ID value, title value, class value, ARIA described. So these are all attributes. So these attribute values we will use in our automation. That's why you should understand these concepts. So first priority you can give for ID, second priority for name, second priority, third priority for class, then title, then whatever you have unique properties for this select element. That means select means it's a drop down. So once you expand this drop down, you have a option. Each option has a option tag. Option tag inside, what is the attribute you can have? Value. Mandatorily you have value attribute. So value. So then see, option tag is a pair of tags. Open tag and close tag. So this has a option label, John, fib. Where you can find the option label? Between close option tag and open option tag, in between you can find option label. The options which are visible, right? Visible text. These are visible text you can find in between the close option tag and open option tag. In between you can find this visible text in the HTML code. Okay. Next, see, so every option has that many option tags will be there. So that's a drop down. And what else left? So link, anchor tag, href attribute will be there. Buttons are going to have button tag. Sometimes buttons are going to have input tag. Say input tag, but type, they are giving a button. So the button only have a two tags. Sometimes they might give input tag or they might give button tag. Okay, don't confuse input tag or, but again they will mention this type attribute as a button if they took input tag. So name, name value, value, value. So on click, and then you have a class, class value. So these are the different attributes. You can use one of these attributes to identify this button. So in Selenium, that I'm going to discuss in the next few minutes. So are we clear on all these attributes, tags, anything you have? So doubts and
Yes.
header text. So let me show you header text. I think this is the TD. Let me go to this one. This might have a header. Yeah, this is a div they used. So sometimes, the heading they will declare with a div, and then they have one more. This also they use a div, but let me show you in the LinkedIn. So I'll go to this linkedin.com. Yeah, this one is a H tags. So you can see this is the H1 tag. H1 means header. It's a heading, bigger text. Then this might be a paragraph. See paragraph. Oh, H2 tag they used. H2 tag. So these are the buttons. This is the edit box, and this is the paragraph. Definitely this is going to be a paragraph. Oh, H2 they used again. That one, but so I'm checking this one. No, let me spy on this. See paragraph. P for paragraph, and this is a link. Immediately you can tell it's a link. So A tag. So there will be resend. Resend is they took as a button. They took it as a button. This one they declared it as a button. Yeah. So it's all how they code it. So that's the different things how you can check.
Ramesh.
Yeah.
See, if you see for few of the like objects, we will see the placeholder attribute.
That's a you will get here in the sometimes in the
Edits,
box in the inlay in the box
yeah,
itself you will get a label. That's a
label.
placeholder. Yeah, let me go to, I think here you have, this is the placeholder you might have here. So ID, name, type, area described by, yeah, email or phone. Yeah, somewhere we will get a placeholder. So I'll check that, okay? Some placeholder might be there here. We are not getting here, but yeah, you will get a
Maybe
place.
some Angular applications kind of
Yeah,
things we will get, Ramesh. Not
you will
like
get exact. You're right. You're right. You will get a Angular application, so the placeholder. So placeholder is another attribute.
this.
Okay, it's just an attribute. So I hope you got all the elements right. So any element pending. So images. Now, okay, page title. Where you can find page title? That's very important. HTML head tag inside title tag. Title tag. Can you see here a title tag? So title tag is the one that appears on the top here. Right? This is the one you can find with the title tag in the head tag inside. Head tag inside with the title tag. Title is again pair of tags. So this is the title. This title you might need to copy. Select, right click and copy it. So we might need this title sometimes, validation time. So that's the title. And again, I'm recapping all the elements. Edit box, button, checkbox, radio button is going to have input tag. Drop down is going to have select tag. Drop down option is going to have option tag. So links are going to have anchor tag. And links are going to have href attribute. So, and images sometimes source attribute and alt, both images must have a source attribute. Links must have href attribute. Remember this. Href will come only for links. Images must have a source attribute, src attribute. Let me show you that also. Please remember, all these are very, very important. So you will use all these concepts in Selenium while working with these elements. Okay, so you got all. Span is used to declare a static text. Div also used to declare a static text. Span, div, or td tags are used to if you want to specify a text. Table labels are used to label some place. I have seen label. It's a here placeholder is there, class placeholder, but not that one. There will be a label concept. I think here we can see. So label seen somewhere. Yeah, label. Can you see here label? ARIA label. But there will be a label I have seen. So can you see here label? Yeah. Can you see here label tag? Label tag. So this label tag is this name, email or phone, right? That's a label tag. So to represent the name of your control, a label tag is used for your controls. So that's a label tag is used. And so what else? Each element. Divisions are represented by division tag, div tag. So labels are represented by label tag. Frames are represented by frame tag. Forms, registration forms are represented with the form tag. Let me see, form tag is there or not. Yeah, can you see here? This entire form is represented by form tag. Okay, form below you have all the different elements. First form tag, if you want to any registration or login forms, form tag will be there. See form, method, post, ID, reg, name, reg, action, this one, and on submit, return false. So these are the attributes. These are all attributes. So that's the forms, frames, frame tag, internal frames, iframe tag will be there. Let me show you frames. I think somewhere you have frames here. Yeah, this one is a frame. The stock market, right? That's a frame. Can you see here? Iframe tag. Only that part is in iframe tag. Iframe has ID, name, width, height, source. So these are all different title. So again, if iframe is a sub page type. So iframe has again HTML document, HTML, head, body, everything. Then iframe will close here. See, iframe is closing here. So iframe is again another sub page, another sub HTML content will be there. That's iframes. Okay, so any other thing pending here? Table I already shown you, table tag, table body, T body, table rows are represented by TR, table columns are represented by TD, page title is represented by title tag. So this is the start tag and end tag. Head tag, start tag, head tag, end. Body tag starts and body tag ends here. So this is the structure of a skeleton, okay? I have given all the names here, section, select, menu. Okay, So ordered list of elements. If there are list of elements, so this is the again a list. UL is unordered list. LI for list and LI below again anchor tag. So there are many LI tags. Every LI has A. Every LI has A. Every LI has A. This is a duplicate, but so every link is different. Even your list tag is the same. Inside that, the anchor tag is different. So that's all the links, footer links. So division below you have an unordered list. Unordered list below you have LA tag. LA, each link is one LA tag inside E tag again. So this is the ordered list, unordered list. One extra thing I want to show you. So div body, BR, this is okay, button, anchor tag. So attributes, I already told you, attribute name and attribute value. This is the double quotes inside, attribute value will be there. Easy to remember. Attributes are written inside the open tag. After the tag name, you can find all the attributes. What are the different attributes? ID, name, class, value, type, title, href, src, alt, tab index, on click. These are the sum of them I have listed out, but many are there. Placeholder, ARIA label. I'm just giving this. If you remember this syntax, you can easily recognize your attributes. It can be any name, not necessary, but these are the some of the standard one. There are many. Okay, so that's all about link URL will be available in href attribute. This is a very important. Please read this n number of times until you are confident. See, link URL. So the link URL is in the href attribute. Okay, that's a good point. Image source is available in src attribute. Tooltip of an element is available in title attribute. Let me show you tooltip. Can you see this? And small box is coming, right? When I mouse over on that live commentary of Indian stock markets, stock quotes, and business news, that's the tooltip. But where you can find that? Which attribute you can find that? Right click, inspect, see. A href, see title. In the title attribute, you have a tooltip value. So where you can find the tooltip of any element, in which attribute they will mention the tooltip using title attribute. See, what is the tooltip here? What is the tooltip here?
A title value like
Like
whatever there in the title value, right? Title
like
is like
commentary on Indian stock markets. That is called.
You cannot see here at where I am mouse hovering.
okay.
Yeah, created.
Create Rediff
Create
mail
Rediff mail
account.
account is the tooltip. Oh, you are not able to see that?
Yes.
You're referring the old one.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, Ramesh.
Yeah, this is the tooltip. And see, when you mouse over here and sign in, you got, what is the tooltip you got?
Already a user sign in.
That's the, no, they mentioned in the title. See, title attribute. So always remember these basics, all important, and we'll so come back and we'll see how you can recognize all these elements in Selenium. So how you can recognize all these elements in Selenium, we'll discuss in the after coming back. Okay, thank you. Let's join back.